It's Kiss.
Kiss?
Yeah, keep it simple, stupid. That's what it means.
My melanin shine like miles of diamonds, coastlines and honest winter sunrise. My melanin shine, no doubt about it. Can't go without it, babe. Can't you see? Black is beautiful, magic.
Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Mo.
And I'm Casey.
And together we're Better Benefit, giving you the raw, the real, and the uncut for the black community, about black people, about black stuff, okay?
First, I want to thank everybody that follows us. Thank you for everybody that's watching. The mask that we're wearing today, our homegirl sent these to us. I am very thankful because the coronavirus has touched our family. I first want to say that our thoughts and prayers are in Mississippi right now with two of our aunties and our grandmother.
Yes.
Hearts are heavy, but everything's going to be okay.
Let's get on to it.
This is the installment of the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're going to start with the good. The good, Adam Silver, LeBron James, and the Players Association, as well as the NBA. Right now, the NBA is restarting their season in a portal where all the teams are in Miami.
Okay.
On the floor, they're giving a complete shout out, Black Lives Matter. On the floor in the NBA. Can't make this up. Adam Silver's been pro-black since the whole scandal with the Clippers, forced Donald Sterling to sell his team, but I appreciate everything and all the protests in the NBA. Speaking of protests, that brings us to the bad. All of the NBA, WNBA, people walking out during the national anthem, everybody sitting during the national anthem.
All sports conferences.
Not your boy Jonathan Isaac. Nah, man. Jonathan Isaac stood like a proud American. You're a lame. That was lame. Now I'm gonna research this because Wifey said you got hurt in the same game. If that is the case, praise to Wakanda because they was watching.
Praise to Wakanda.
They were watching you, and I hope that you're okay. But I bet you sit down now, especially if you hurt your leg because you sure can't stand.
We'll be out to the finals.
Speaking of medical, our ugly this week. Wow. 45. I refuse to say his name.
He's the orange team.
You all know who our favorite president is. The incomparable Barack Obama. Love Barack.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Barack Obama.
You look good. You look real good.
The Orange, 45, interviewed Stella Emanuel for Surgeon General. Now, many of you may not know who Stella Emanuel is, but they're trying to get rid of Obamacare to plug you with a bad voodoo priestess / witch doctor.
A sister.
You gotta see this, because this isn't real. Some of the things this woman says from a pulpit are not real, and 45 not only endorsed her, but retweeted these things. Take a look at this.
There's a witch of my house doing this. There's a witch. I would have gone to do surgery on witchcraft.
I was very impressed with her and other doctors that stood with her, but certainly you could put her up and let her have a voice.
There are witches in our neighborhoods, witches at our jobs. You don't like the good men or the good women. You always end up being hooked up with witches and wizards. And witches and wizards are always following you. You don't know that there are witches at your job. The witches in your office are rising. They come after you and they go higher because they are working this witchcraft and they are going higher and they are stealing your position. And you're sitting there going, I love you with the love of the Lord. So while you're busy struggling, they've taken your money and given it to the warlock called Jay-Z. Your relative comes to live with you. And you're like, well, she's my mom. If my mom is a witch.
I cannot believe that.
In church.
In church, that's what the point is. Speaking of church, let's talk about 45's pastor.
Yes.
Jerry Falwell. They got you, pimp suit, just like the rest of them. I'm not surprised that the nation's doctor, who 45 picked, is this crazy lady. Nor am I surprised that that is his TD Jakes, I guess. Pants unzipped, hugged up on the yacht. On top of the gay conversion classes in school.
Multiple females.
Wow. Wow.
Can't even clean that up in any way.
We gotta have a buster segment. Isaac, Jonathan Isaac, Jerry Falwell, y'all two busters. Shout out to Beyonce.
Yes.
B did her thing.
Yes.
Black
Black is king.
is king.
Yes.
Except for in the Terry Crews household.
Boom.
Beyonce's Black is King was touted as being one of the hottest things. We're gonna have a watch party, Netflix this week. Blackie's gonna put the link up. Watch it live. My question was, a lot of people were questioning where the backstory came from. They were saying that Beyonce ripped off the Lion King. If truth be told, the Lion King was supposed to be stolen from Kimba, the Japanese anime from the 1960s. If you look back further to the honest truth, you'll see where it all started. Sundaya Kenyatta, the emperor and founder of the Malayan Empire in West Africa, is where all this started. So the Lion King is based on a true story. There really was a symbol.
Most of Disney movies are from true stories.
But this one they stole from us.
And to plug it in, I feel like Beyonce brought it back full circle. They took it from us and she brought it back to us.
Amen to that.
I mean, I'm not a beehive, but go girl. Okay.
I can dig that. Truth be told, whenever you guys hear somebody say the real McCoy, here's a quick Black History level. We should have to wait till February to celebrate our Black history.
Exactly.
One of the greatest inventors, Elijah McCoy, had so many patents back in the day that when people would get goods and services or things that was built, they would ask, is this the real McCoy?
Right.
That's how much your man was. He was like, is this the real McCoy? Is that the real McCoy?
He got his own catchphrase.
Believe that. Nothing he sold was fugazi. The man was really with it. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. This segment goes back to our concern with COVID. I have a couple of homeboys that are, as well as a couple of prison guards that have reached out to the show that want to speak about the COVID response in Lewis Prison in Buckeye, Arizona. What they're calling a thorough cleaning is inmates coming around spraying bottles of watered down bleach. 2 people have contracted it, and they're talking about quarantining a dorm that has 50 men per run, 300 people per building. I don't know how you can quarantine that.
So 2 people per unit, and it's 50 units?
It's 6 units inside of a building. Inside of each unit, there's 50 men. And this is not just coming from the inmates that are concerned. I won't put his name out, but there is Arizona Department of Corrections staff that's reached out to our show, and it's not only given a blessing for us to bring them shed some light on this, but actually asked us to speak on it. Like, this is what's going on. On top of that, they had this big fat nasty white lady named Lowry called one of the brothers there the N-word. Yeah.
Repeat that for the people in the back.
They had a big fat nasty white lady named Lowry, who was supposed to be cool. She listened to Snoop Dogg, called one of the guards to his face the N-word.
Someone who's supposed to be over as a...
She's the union rep, president for the guards. Just want to put that out there. Well, she was. I don't know what she's doing now because I think they fired her. That's what's going on in Lewis Prison. So anybody that's watching the show in Arizona, please contact central office, the governor. Well, Governor Ducey is a puppet for 45. I don't know how much good it's do. But Donna Ham, Middle Ground. There are several outlets. We'll put a few links up so you guys can try to help if you guys have any family members out that way.
And based off the response that we get in the comments below to this issue, we will also start a change.org petition for change of direction over the facility. So remember, you are the voices for those who aren't heard and those who can't speak for themselves.
This is why we're encouraging everyone to get out and vote. This election is more important than the last election because of the direction that the country's going in and the things that we're facing right now.
Agreed.
The reason black people were behind Bernie Sanders was prison reform. We need prison reform. The reason black people were against Hillary Clinton was because her husband is the one who in turn set up the 85% that has the black population leading the incarceration population double to Mexicans and whites.
Wow.
And we only make up a third of the country. I know those numbers are astronomical. Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Okay.
Well, a couple things you guys can laugh at. Our WTF of the week, you talking about instant karma, and you can stop and say, look at God. Because this woman here had nothing but horrible things to say about every black person she saw, came in contact with, have ever seen, or ever heard of.
Record me, bitch? Go ahead, because I hate niggers and I hate you, bitch.
The ancestors didn't like that. Talking about his people, okay?
This is why it's so important when you hear sirens count.
Got hit. Boom.
I ain't get my fire truck. She ain't my fire. She ain't my fire truck. What the F, man? She ain't by a fire truck. I'm gonna tell you guys this. Almost slipped up and forgot this. Look down at wifey's nose. One more part of that WTF. 2 police officers. First of all, shout out to Jolene Smith. Thank you, mother-in-law. This is my brother Joseph's mother. I follow her on Facebook. Thank you for posting this. 2 officers in Oklahoma. 2. Shooting at an unarmed black teenager. Missed him and shot each other. Would you look at God? Would you look at God?
Hey.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know if the brother got away. I started reading after I found out that the 2 dumb officers shot themselves. Tickled me, hit it with the heart, and retweeted it.
Oh, speaking of retweets, 45 says it's not what you post, it's who reposts.
Yeah, it's not the tweets. It's the retweets that get you in trouble.
So watch out for Tweetbird because apparently it's getting people in a lot of trouble.
A lot of trouble. That's real. Still no justice out here in Colorado for Elijah McClain.
At all.
Nothing's happened. I hear it on the radio every day. They're still protesting. They're calling senators, congressmen, the mayor, governor. Nothing's happened. Police chief, no changes at the top.
At all.
None in the middle. And like I told you last week, these guys got fired for clowning at the man's death site. No justice for Breonna Taylor, which is again another shout out. While we're really thankful for the NBA and the black men that are using their voices to shed light on this situation, because something must be done. And as a people, we have to decide on where we're going to end up by where we're going today.
Exactly.
The COVID is real. We have a lot of underlying conditions in our community, and we have to do our part. And if our part means staying away from others, especially our elders, wearing the mask, and if you feel sick, please don't go around anybody. That's what we have to do. It makes no sense for something that can be avoided to allow to destroy a household, because we're dealing with that right now.
This irate white man is located in Wisconsin.
You were asked 3 times and you didn't listen.
I've got a mask on.
Please leave, sir. You have to purchase a mask at the door, or you have
Yeah,
to
you
go
do.
and get one.
You're on a sovereign nation. If you don't like it, get out.
This mask is fine. What's wrong with this mask?
Mocking the seriousness of coronavirus.
No.
It's not a mask.
It's the same as yours. It's no different than yours.
I'm asking you to step out of the store, please.
Would you give me all your names, please? Write them down on a piece of
Step
paper.
outside the store, please.
Would you do that, please, for me?
Back to Flambeau tribal members, that's all I need to know.
Excuse me. Do you work
You
here?
need to step outside, sir. You are violating our rights here. You need to be distancing yourself.
And invading personal space without donning a mask.
Through a
Please
mask right
step
now.
outside.
Outside, man.
Please step
Now.
outside.
And finally listens when a white officer asks him to leave. Even as Donald Trump flip-flops with his staff tweeting, many people say that it is patriotic to wear a face mask when you can't socially distance. It will never be sufficient enough when this message was of great importance from the get-go.
At Walmart, we were just standing there, and one of the employees had a mask on, nose out, coughing, touching, talking to people, literally looking like that while
This ain't helping.
she wiped her nose.
This is not helping. We need all that. We need all that covered. I know if you guys get a shot of that. United we stand, divided we fall.
True to that.
Need to see that.
And the reason why I brought it back up is because the word of the day is bandwagon.
Yes.
And it is the use and reference for an activity, a cause, etc. that is currently popular or attracting increasing support. So those that follow behind 45 or those that think, I have a strong immune system. This is a Me Too situation. This is a what if. This is even though I don't mind getting sick, I don't want him to get sick. I don't want her to get sick. Even though I don't wash my hands usually, I'm going to wash them today because I don't know who I'm going to encounter.
You don't wash your hands usually?
I was about to address that. If you don't wash your hands on the regular,
you got more problems than the COVID. You nasty.
But the main issue is please practice social distancing. These mansion parties in Atlanta, church on the beach, all this unnecessary stuff needs to stop, because at the end of the day, even though life goes on, you don't need to put your life in danger. Shout out to the best president in the world. Thank you. Happy birthday yet again.
We love you.
He issued next to The Rock. Those two are the top messages we've had through this whole COVID pandemic.
Yep.
Because he is saying not only to keep safe, keep your distance, and remember to keep the faith, okay? Every day is a fight, whether it's racism, health issues, or economy. We have to keep the faith. We have to keep moving forward, you guys.
And please don't listen to that doctor at 45 is touting, man. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. If you do listen, please go see the sermon and see how thinking about celebrities will get you pregnant.
I'm going to leave a few of her portions in the comments below, but just for kicks and giggles, here's another one. Boom.
They use all kinds of DNA, even alien DNA, to treat people. So these spirits are harassing and sleeping with people. They've got chips that they're going to be chipping on people, and in fact, I watched a program today about something that they're going to be putting on people to make sure that they don't get religious, that they found the gene in somebody's mind that make you religious so they can vaccinate against it. But every child needs to be whipped. These days, they've taken corporal punishment. If you beat your children, they can call the cops and cause all kinds of chaos. The next thing, they'll be taken by social service and all kinds of craziness. Most of our children that grow up watching Disney are witches. They watch, the Witches of Waverly Place. They watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch. They watch Raven the Psychic. They watch Hannah Montana, who had an alter ego. They have just all kinds of things. And then they now have the Twilight, Harry Potter. So all these children, all this witchcraft is coming into the soul of our children. There are people ruling this nation that are not even human. I'm telling you. Remember one day on the prayer line, I dealt with this reptilian spirit. Reptilian is half human, half whatever, half E.T. They are responsible for serious gynecological problems. We call them all kinds of names. Endometriosis, we call them molar pregnancies, we call them fibroids, we call them cysts. But most of them are evil deposits from the spirit husband. They are responsible for miscarriages, impotence, men that can get it up. And their agenda is still to sleep with women and men. They turn into a woman, then they sleep with a man and collect his sperm. Then they turn into a man, and then they sleep with another woman and deposit the sperm and reproduce more of them.
That's not real. This is
On live TV.
Barack, we miss you.
Please.
Joe Biden, you got some big shoes to fill, Pippin. Listen to me, man. You got to take most of what Bernie Sanders ran on. You have to take everything that Barack Obama was, and you have to tie that together and have your own temperament to do this job. Because we can't stand 4 more years of 45.
At all.
No. That's not gonna work.
And the next move that's gonna have to be made between us as brown people, we have to pull together some money and buy one of those towns that's running real cheap right now. Okay, I have a degree in agriculture. We gonna make it work.
I heard that.
And as for our affirmation, it comes from Barack Obama himself. Change will not come if you wait for some other person or some other time.
Church.
We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. That's from my man. Okay.
I don't know that. I want to thank you guys for watching this week. We ask that you continue to watch. Please leave any comments in the comment section. And remember, when you watch, to subscribe.
Until next Friday, you guys, I am Mo.
And I'm Casey.
And together we're Better Benefield. See you next Friday.